Welcome to the fourth episode of the Chievo Chums podcast. I'm your host CJ, and joining me as always.
Your favorite, Chris? Yeah!
You did the same
That
exact
was wild.
like couldn't come up with anything new for the fourth episode. Just the same thing you did last week.
That's my thing now. People know me as the favorite.
I don't think they do.
I mean, I added the woo. Did you hear me say woo afterwards?
Yeah, the crowd goes wild part, but doesn't change the fact that you just repeated what you said, but added a little more. You're basically a modern day rap star.
You know it.
Anyway.
Gotta get the name MC Nightmare.
Oh, is that what you got? Because
Hey, I'm changing it from Omega to MC.
I thought it was gonna be a little Chris, but that works too.
Little Chris, oof. 2-inch warrior. Inside joke.
Yeah, nobody gets that.
Viewers don't know.
I mean, it makes sense. It's easy to draw conclusions on what that could mean.
You know, I have this baseball bat. You know, from back in the 90s.
Were people smaller back then?
It's a collectible, if you know what I mean. I guess one day. What?
What?
You don't? What?
I don't. Yeah, go. Whatever.
You understand? You know, collectible baseball bats?
No, not really.
I understand. Well, you see, guys, stay tuned, and this might be explained later.
Will it?
No, probably not.
I don't think so either. Oh well. Anyway, welcome to the episode. It's number 4.
You said that already.
Yeah, but I wanted to, cut all of that. I'm joking.
I was just building, time for our, not so full podcast. But
yeah. Well, time for our first segment. This is a throwback to the first episode. Things we've done recently and things you have not done recently.
I just love the name of that.
It flows right off the
CJ,
tongue.
What did you do recently?
Your mom.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry.
I hope
Mrs.
You,
Nightmare.
pack that shit up.
I packed it like I
I don't
packed
need
my
another
kids'
fucking
lunch
brother.
boxes. Full of meat. Yeah. That was.
Yeah.
I don't know about that
okay,
one.
So apparently you told my mom recently. Well, I've been, changing subject here. I've been playing Apex Legends a lot. Ooh, if you guys don't know what that is actually a new battle royale game for the Xbox,
Hey,
PC2,
Chris. Hey,
and
Chris.
all that other good stuff. Hey, CJ.
I hit my Apex in your mom. I'm sorry.
Like I was saying, Apex Legends. Oh man, currently new, came out Monday. I've been actually having hella fun with this game. I give it a solid 4.3 out of 5 stars. I super enjoy it. So far, I only got 2 achievements left in it.
Hey, Chris.
Oh,
Hey,
man, I
Chris.
can talk about this game. I can talk about this game all
Chris.
day long.
Your mom enjoyed my 4.3. I'm sorry. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So what you talk about, bro?
I think that was it.
Oh, so he was playing some wall runny shooty game. Anyway.
Oh, it's not wall running. It's not like Titanfall 2. So it is a Titanfall from the Titanfall universe. So it's the same people who made it. It's the same, but there's no Titans and there's no wall running. From pretty much what I've seen, because I skipped the intro, so I know it tells you in the intro, but I think it's like a game show, pretty much. I think they're competing, and like I said, if you like battle royale games, you'll like this game. This game is literally probably the Fortnite killer. Like, this is 4 days and it's still on top of the boards. Like, it beats Fortnite, it beats Call of Duty. Like, this game's good. First try out a battle royale game, nice balance. This is good. Just try it. That's all I can say.
That's actually what I've been hearing from a lot of people too. Is that even people that don't like battle royale seem to be liking this one.
Oh yes, there's a lot of people who I can tell from playing with them who has no battle royale experience, but they're new to the game, and from what I've seen and heard, they like it.
Yeah, nothing pisses Chris off faster than when his teammates don't know what to do, but yet he continues to play with randoms because he has no friends.
I don't have any Battle Royale friends. It's true. I had friends on PC that they were decent, and they come here and then you play with no mic guys who want to split up. And it's just and like the achievement is to get a win with each legend, which is each character. And all I needed was one today. And I finally got it. So I was happy. I'm happy.
To end on a less positive note, I finally finished my last Defiance Daily. That actually happened right before the podcast. So I now have 74 of 75 achievements in the game. And my last one is the fucking Lucky Kitty one. So we'll see if I ever complete the game due to luck-based bullshit that shouldn't have been included in an achievement list in the first place.
Tell me about it. Those luck-based achievements are so trash. Like those 2 luck-based achievements in this game, and both of these achievements that I got that were luck-based, I have not seen another item of the same type to unlock it for if I were doing it. So I just got lucky in those 2 games and got the achievement for my luck-based ones.
I'm sure those are equal.
They were super equal. Like, I've been playing this game for 4 days now and only had the opportunity to get those achievements once. And
Crazy.
if my teammates would have snatched it up and greeted those weapons, I would have been so lit. I would have went to games chat and been like, "Hey, you listen here, kid. You son of a bitch. You're in an accident and the best part of you ran down your mom's leg."
Do you know what lit means? Because getting lit is a good thing.
Hey, yeah, lit. Like, that's lit. It could be 2 different meanings.
Nobody's
Like,
ever
I'm
used
livid.
it for the
Like,
other
I
one.
am.
Wait.
Oh, I did.
Did you just say
I
lidded?
used it for the other one. Livid.
Okay, okay. I was gonna say like that's not that word. That's livid. All right.
No. Yeah. But no, got lit. I mean, yeah, it could mean the same thing as livid.
I would stop admitting that you do drugs on the podcast.
Damn it. Wait, they don't know what state I'm from. It's legal in some states.
Yeah,
yeah.
No, I'm sure they do.
Loopholes. FBI, open up.
Speaking of loopholes.
Yeah, loopholes. What about them?
I don't know. I don't. I was gonna make another your mom joke, but it doesn't really make sense.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Chris.
Okay.
Your mom has really become.
Also, yeah, I can see. Yeah. Gotta rest my mom's soul.
She's not dead. Don't do that.
I mean, depends. I mean, but anywho, we're not getting too into that. But yeah, because of this Apex Legend game, super addicting, super love it. But I'm not getting achievements as fast as I was last month, which is actually hindering my FOOF challenge that I was gonna do, the 100,000 in a year. Like literally, these past 4 days, I've only been getting 2 or 3 achievements a day, and it's already just over a week now into the month, almost 2 weeks coming up, and I don't even have 2K gamer score. Like the month is pretty much almost halfway done, and I am way behind. Oh, wait, what did I say? Did I say 2 months, 2 weeks? You know what? Y'all know what I mean. I think I got lost in my words, but bottom line is, this month is gonna be a oof of a time.
Really. An oof. My month has been going a lot better so far, though. Aside from Defiance, I've actually played other games this month, which is, bizarre. But that all stems from a self-challenge I put on myself, aside from the one we talked about last week. Another one that I forgot to mention last week is that I'm challenging myself to try to play almost every single day in February. Play at least a little bit of gaming, try to get something out of them. Even if I don't get an achievement, at least if I make some progress towards a game, I'd be very happy to do that, because in January I was caught lacking. I was lacking, and I don't like that.
He was lacking.
So,
he was slacking with an S. Like, oof.
They caught me slipping. So this month, I'm
with them glass slippers.
Fuck. Anyway, whatever.
All right, go on.
So this month, I've already started much better. I've already gotten 3 completions, although one of them was from last month, and they fucking put a title update into Horizon 3.
Fucking
Why?
title updates.
Why? The game's old. Forza Horizon 4 is out. They fucked up my January streak that I literally talked about last week, where I stated that I've always completed a game on January 1st since 2017, and now guess what? I have it. Thanks.
You lied to us. You lied to us. How could you?
Fucking.
Because you didn't complete a game.
Anyway, and then, besides that, I also finished off Left 4 Dead, which was, an experience. It wasn't that hard what I had left, because I just bought a second copy of the game and then used my other Xbox that I have and dual-boxed it, which made it a much easier achievement.
And tell our listeners why you had to buy a second copy in dual box, for those who don't know.
For the Versus achievements? Question mark?
I mean, why not just make a boosting session? That's what I'm trying to get at. Like,
it's just because
it's easier than wasting money.
I mean, it didn't waste money. I took it back yesterday. Before after work, I was like, I don't. I lied to
so
them
they actually
because
gave you all your money back?
Yeah, they did. They gave it to me in cash too. I was expecting them to just give me a gift card.
Awesome. Most of the time, they do it in credit.
Yeah, that's what I assumed they would do. Yeah, that's what I assumed, because normally that's what I get. And she was just like, "No, I'm just gonna give it to you in cash." I was like, "Okay, I mean, I can use this towards lunches at work or something, whatever."
There you go. So you told her the truth. Said, "All right, so I use this for the achievement. I don't need it
no,
anymore."
I did not do that. I told her that. So basically, what I had said when I went into that GameStop is that I wanted to return it. She was like, "Oh, why? This is a great game," because she had personally played it, I assume, or else she was just trying to convince me to keep it.
Yeah, she was just trying to say that bullshit. You know they didn't play it. They're like, this is a great game. Look at the cover.
She was nice enough though. And then I was like, see, I found my other copy. I thought I lost it, but turns out my friend just decided to borrow it without asking. And so now he returned it today, and I don't need the fucking copy anymore, so I don't want another copy of the same game when this one doesn't even have cover art. Some bullshit story that I really didn't need to make up. I could have just said I didn't like it, but I didn't want to. For some reason, I didn't want to put ill on the name of the game because Left 4 Dead is great. So I was like, I can't let her know that I don't like Left 4 Dead. Too. Yeah, you really should have.
Yeah, I actually... Well, I enjoy doing the insane... Or not insane, the gauntlet runs. Like...
Actually, you couldn't have done that, because with all of the recovering you had to do for... It's a 7-day return period for the full return.
I can't remember. I think I did it within 7 days, or it might have been at the 7 days.
Because you re-recorded that and got it all up on a Monday.
Right. It was over 7.
Yeah, so you wouldn't have been able to do it.
I bought it Friday, and I didn't get it until a whole week and 2 days later.
Yep. Which technically should have been null and void. But
we don't talk about those.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine.
Technicalities.
I allowed it because he did actually get it within the week, and then his recording stuff messed up, so that's not his fault.
I mean, I blame myself because I should have been on top of the recording though and caught the whole thing. But I didn't think, because I used to do quick edits with the Microsoft Windows Movie Maker, so I didn't think it was gonna be that hard. And then I just ran into those random problems right there. So hopefully, this time be on top of it. Be fixed. So
there was a whole lot of lack in there too. I think the only disappointing thing about your video was just, I mean, you showed off how to do it well enough. You made it look like an easy achievement because you've done it so many times. But the disappointing part is that you couldn't showcase any of your struggles to get it because of the way.
Oh my god, that actually reminds me. For you guys, I was mad because the account I did it before the account that was on the recording, because I did it before that. My mic was muted the entire time. I had a good 15 to 20 minutes because I had struggles. There was points where I was so close, kept bumping my head on the freaking window, like the thing, and missing it by 0.1, 0.2 seconds. So I had those moments, but because I didn't have the mic recording, I was so upset with myself because I was doing audio chat. So I muted the mic so I can hear the playback without it going to some random loop.
Well,
so I just forgot to unmute it.
On the bright side,
mean, I technically do have the hidden footage, but with no mic audio. So
hidden footage, you can find it on Patreon.
Right.
But
there you go.
On the bright side, I guess I'll be doing that too, because I re-rolled my random game. Oh, okay. Jesus Christ.
There you go. You go ahead. You go ahead.
Okay.
I can wait. But
Okay.
it's kind of funny.
Well, mine
You
just
go.
ties in exactly with what we were already talking about, so I was just gonna continue on this train.
Well, mine ties into what we were talking about, so you go ahead first.
Okay. Titanfall 2. I re-rolled my game because Hitman's too long, and while I love Hitman, and I didn't want to re-roll it, for the team game's sake, with being able to gain bonus points by both players doing it, and his game being incredibly easy, it's an ACA title, I felt like if I just kept Hitman, I would just be hurting my team. So I decided to re-roll, and it wound up actually being Titanfall 2. So now I'm going to have to become the master this month as well.
Do you guys think he can do it? Comment yes or no
Well,
below in the comment section.
funny
That's
enough,
what it's used for.
I mean, you really want people to comment, and I hope you do too. We do read them, and we respond.
Yes. We read them. We respond with hearts and more hearts. But so like like I was actually saying, we went on this random ass tangent. The original question was, why do you need to dual box?
Oh.
We went on such a far tangent. I'm like, oh my goodness.
You know what?
All right, so back to that.
Okay, so I needed
Explain
the
to our
dual
viewers.
box. Basically, the problem with Left 4 Dead is that the first games versus achievements in the DLCs were broken, in the sense that you can earn them in local games or in system link games, but you can't earn them in official online servers for the game. I don't know why. They never fixed it, though. I mean, at least they fixed it because one of the achievements originally was just unobtainable for Sacrifizzle, which is the Sacrifice DLC.
I remember that.
But they fixed it, but they only fixed it so that it could be unlocked in local, just like the other DLC achievements, which makes no sense because the original game's achievements worked fine in multiplayer online. So, like, what's the difference? How'd you fuck that one up?
So, you guys come here often? Interesting. I see. Mm-hmm. Well, you guys are boring as fuck, so...
So it was worth leaving, because, I now have 100 singles. And by that...
Single what?
Dollar bills.
Oh, 100 single one-liners? 100 single-liners or one...
Yeah, I picked them up for your mom.
Well, she is working at the strip club tonight, so it doesn't matter.
No, this dumbass... Well, I don't want to be mean, but my sister's boyfriend finally paid me back most of the money he owes me. So that's nice.
Why
But
why
he
does
just...
he owe you money?
He couldn't afford car insurance 1 month, so I lent him the money back in January 2018. And he's just now finally paid back most of the money. He only owes me $50 now. So I gave him $200. Well, I gave him $180, and then it went up to $200 in interest.
Well,
But-
first off, that's a lot of money to give someone that you like.
At that time, I had a little bit more money. I don't really have that anymore.
Well, also, second thing is, damn, I don't remember how young or old your sister is, but for having a boyfriend for over a year now, that's
Well,
that's
she was
congrats.
17 when
Most people.
Yeah, and now she just turned 18.
But still, like a year. That's for their age. I guess that's around here. A year would be like fucking winning the Super Bowl, where I'm at.
Oh yeah, no, that's how most people are around here. It's like quick.
Right.
Fuck me and finish and leave my life.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how life is nowadays.
So are we leaving all
Everyone
this in
believes
then?
in true love. That's up to you. I mean, you can go back and listen to my random tangent. I was just talking about what to do. Like I was literally just giving them a step-by-step. Fucking, I don't know. So you can listen to it.
Anyway, well, where were we?
Where were we?
Left 4 Dead versus achievements. They don't work.
Yeah, you talked about that. Check.
Blah blah blah. Did it in
Blah
Roblox.
blah. All right, so checklist. We did recent shit. Check. Poof shit.
No,
Check.
we haven't finished the recent shit because there's one more game to talk about. Actually, technically,
Oh shit.
Shadow of Loot Box. Nice one. I
I didn't
liked
have a
it.
music cue for that one.
I liked
Yeah,
it. It
sorry,
was
I
fine. I
wasn't.
liked it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Thank you.
It diddled my ear, but
So, oh, I like it when I get in your ear. Make those noises.
when you do
So
sexy
anyway,
talk, it bothers me.
tell I told the viewers about that game that you just
So,
said that I already forgot the title of.
so this is gonna lead us actually into our next segment. But basically, me and Tackle Glass had made a decision to play a few different games, all of which are range. There's a few easies. There's a few that barely qualify for the 100-point bonus instead of the 20-point bonus. But this is one of those ones that definitely qualifies for only a 20-point bonus, in that it's only 3 hours and it's a very easy game. However, it surprisingly shocked me on how well made it is. It's actually a lot of fun to play. Like, I was not expecting this. It is a first-person shooter that I had actually bought before I even knew the achievement list was that easy. I had pre-ordered it. And then the easy achievements actually kind of put me off of it because I didn't want to put a really low ratio game on my tag again. And so I just kind of held off on it until I could utilize it later, which is what I'm doing with a couple of easy completions this month, since I don't like doing them that often, especially in the BCM. Like, this game on a regular occasion is only worth 3 points. It's not really worth doing. But in the team game, where you can also gain the extra 20 for doing it, all of a sudden it's worth a decent amount as long as your teammate does it. And my teammate, Tackle Glass, is actually performing pretty well with me. I'm liking it. He started working on the next
You lucky
game.
son of a bitch.
Yep. Some of us are luckier than others. I'm glad to experience it this way this year, because last year my partner didn't do anything in the team game, so I wound up just blowing a lot of high-scoring games trying to help us, and then he didn't want to play anyway. He wound up, I think, mostly just playing Black Ops 4 when that came out.
Honestly, I wish my teammate was the same way. Currently, he's doing his achievement streaks, doing one achievement a day, and that's it. He has not went for a single completion at all so far. So I'm at the point now where I'm just playing, trying to get my completions for my solo self, and then hopefully pick it up a little bit later, and I don't know, try to get something going for myself at least.
Next,
Because I know as far as the team challenge, I don't think I'm getting any points from it.
nah, probably not. But at least you can pick off your monthly completions, Spyro. I don't know why I wanted to say Skyrim.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I plan on doing Spyro here sometime within probably towards the end of the year with like my personal challenge that I have for myself.
End of the year.
That's I'm doing next week or end of the week month. Dang! Wow.
English is not your first language, apparently.
Oh no, mutt. It's not. But
What the fuck was that accent?
I don't know. I'm hoping someone in the audience knows.
It's like it tried to be
That's
Scottish, but fell off.
Yeah, pretty much. That's my failed half. That's the half Scottish.
Scottish.
Fuck, I can't even. Yeah, Scottish heritage / Yeah, I'm having trouble here.
I can see that.
But man, but yes, I'm completing Spyro by the end of the month because like right now I got my self challenge game I want to do, which is gonna start next week because I have a 4-day weekend, and then I think right after that I'm gonna hit Spyro and get that completed.
Well, hopefully you can actually do it,
And
unlike last month's.
Oh yeah, well last month still I haven't tried it recently, but yeah, Warzone. For the life of me, I cannot get to pop the Warlord achievement in Halo 5.
Have you even tried since
Well,
then?
I haven't tried it since. No, I have not tried it recently.
It's okay.
I mean, I plan on going back and getting it, but right now I'm trying to clean up my tab with these, like Spyro, Final Fantasy 15, etc., etc. Because like, there's so many achievements that are left in these games, so I'm trying to just get my percentage back up a little bit, closer to 90% before I start really something new.
Well, for the most part. But
For the most part.
aside from that, I mean, at least on the bright side, next month's bonus, which has not been announced yet, but I've given a couple of hints as to what games might be a good one to go get, including one that's currently on sale called Gas Guzzlers Extreme. And I've actually let people try to guess on what this next month's bonus will be. It's one that nobody's gotten correct so far, but I think it'll be a fun one for everybody to do. and I'm looking forward to seeing a few more guesses because it entertains me to know how far off most people are on what next month's about. But it is all solo, so you guys can complete the games, and you don't have to worry about your teammates completing games. So, because your teammates are gone at the end of
That's always
February.
good. Yes, they are. So, for you guys who have that new soulmate that you found through team gameplay, we apologize. You have to say goodbye to them and never play with them ever again after this month.
You're not
Because
allowed
it'll
to
be
even
completely
speak.
useless and pointless. You can't speak. If we find out that you're contacting them via messages or whatever, you automatically get disqualified from the tournament.
Exactly.
So, good luck.
Yep. And good luck trying to guess what next month's is gonna be, because you're not gonna get it. All right.
Yeah. Nope, not at all. Nuh-uh, not even a single hint guess. Like, it's all wrong.
So Chris,
Not happening. Oh, yeah, so CJ. Sorry, what?
I heard you had a goal for next week or for long term
Next week?
life.
Long term? Goal? Seeds? What? Life?
Chick.
Oof. Well, my life goal is, be a better me, be a good achievement hunter, possibly, get YouTube famous, might, start Twitch streaming so people can see me in action.
Really?
Flexing these muscles.
Mine is
and,
just to be a SoundCloud
maybe-
rapper.
Yeah. I mean, that's my other dream. Fantasy nightmare. Fuck yes.
I still like Lil Chris better, but Lil Crisscross. Yeah.
Little Chris.
Don't cross up
I
on
don't know.
Chris.
Name's still it's still pending. We'll get back to you guys on that later.
You could be Lil Nightmare.
So, little nightmare.
Then you could just do
No, because you
horrorcore
got little
rap.
John, you got little Wayne. Nah, man.
Got Lil
that's
Uzi.
something else, like Lil Uzi, yep. Mm-hmm.
Skr skr.
So I think Little's.
You could be 6'9", but try not to molest kids.
I try not to. That's the thing. Nowadays you gotta try.
Yeah, that's
There's
sad.
no try. There's only do or do not.
That's how it should be, but well, it should just be do not, to be fair. But the world doesn't work in a perfect way. And if anybody gets mad at us talking about how child molesters are wrong, that's really weird. Like,
Yeah, then maybe you're the one who's wrong.
maybe you're the one that
Maybe
needs.
you try not to.
Exactly. All right. Anyway, weird tangent. So,
Yeah. So.
what were your
what's my
goals?
dreams? My long term. Oh, long term goals.
Yeah.
Oh. Well. I just said everything, but oh, you're talking about like as far as gaming goes?
Achievements.
Oh.
Come on, noodle dick.
Okay, achievements. Well, I guess long term goals, which I would like to make them happen sooner than later, but I don't know, it's like with all these new games that are coming out, like, I want to get all these achievements. Like the biggest one right now is I don't know. I want to get Resident Evil 2 and possibly Kingdom Hearts 3, Soul Calibur 6. Yeah, that looks cool. Pretty much my long-term goal is to increase my TA ratio up to a 2.5 at least, or higher.
That's not gonna
So
happen.
I'm trying to keep my... That's well, it's 2.2 right now. It will
Only
happen.
because of a highly overrated achievement right now that's gonna sink highly. It's inflated,
Yeah,
like your
it's like
ego.
deflate. Yeah, I know. But for now, I'm at 2.2 and growing. So I don't know. That's like my biggest goal. Completion percentage over 90%. TA ratio over 2.5%. That's actually like my biggest. 2.5. Wait, what? No, 90%.
You said
2.5. Yeah.
that's like, how do you have a
Okay, so-
percentage of a ratio?
All right, so 90% or higher completion percentage and a 2.5 or higher ratio, without the percentage.
Yeah. Okay, I got
Oh,
you.
I want a 100% of my 2.5 or higher.
Or lower, as it likely will be.
Nope. I mean, right now it's low, but end of the year goals. Like, has to be done.
Hashtag goals.
Hashtag forever alone.
Yep, probably if you keep going at achievement hunting like this. It's okay,
So
Sandra.
enough about me. How about you? What's your
So,
long-term goals? You got any,
yeah.
life plans? Long walks on the beach.
Well,
What interests you in
first,
life?
besides the SoundCloud rapping, I
Hmm.
I just want to get the hardest game I found so far. Well, that's not true. I don't know how hard it is. I haven't played it yet. But there is a game called City of Brass that's been out for almost a year. It came out like May last year. And nobody's completed it yet. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? Are people just shit at the game? Do people
Right.
just not want to
No one
try?
on TA or no one in Xbox history?
Um,
Because, for example, Apex Legends, no one on TA has the achievement, but someone has it
nope. Nobody
on
has it.
Xbox Live.
Nobody has it.
No one ever.
Nope.
Wow.
The achievement is called Glutton for punishment, and it's for completing the game with all divine burdens turned on. Which imagine divine burdens is something like skulls in Halo, and then you can't use portals and you can't use blessings. So I assume what the portals is it lets you skip parts of the level or skip straight to the boss of the level so that you can just get through it. And your blessings are probably stuff that'll help you out, like just perks and shit. I don't know. I haven't played the game yet, but I actually want to try to give this game a shot and see if I can't be the first person on TA and on Xbox to complete the game. And so hopefully I can do that. I doubt it, but it's worth a shot. It looks cool. It looks like a very good game too.
Yeah.
It's made by ex-BioShock developers, so it looks really good.
If you manage to get that achievement, we might be able to finally get that sponsorship we always wanted.
I think you're saying the sponsorship you always wanted, because I've never even talked about a sponsorship before. Look at this
Oh
guy.
yes,
He's
the
all about the
sponsorship I
money.
always wanted. Yeah, hey man, that will make us be some of the top achievement hunters. If this man can get a super hard achievement that no one else got.
I mean, to be fair, I've already kind of done that, but I'm not the only one in the world.
Well,
to
like
have
I
it,
said, if he
but-
got this and no one else got it, that would make us one of the top 5 easy achievement hunter groups.
Easy achievement hunter groups. What?
No, this would make us one of the easiest. Wait, no. You get this achievement, this would make us easily the top 5 achievement group in the world. I think that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, I hope so, because
This
you were
will
like
easily
top 5
make
easy
us-
achievement hunters. I'm like, how does that work? If I do something incredibly hard, why
Because
am I
these
getting
achievements
rated for
are
easy? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Yeah, so that's my goal. And also, if we can get.
I like how you just said
21.
that's your goal. Like, I just said my.
Oh.
You were like, so that's my goal, and I was like, oh, so you're gonna take on City of Brass? Okay.
No, that's your goal, but for us to be considered the top 5 achievement hunting groups in the world.
You're just gonna
that's
rely on my
goal.
success? Okay. Fair enough.
Hells yeah. Ain't that how you make it in the world? Rely on others' success?
I mean, that's
and
true,
just tag
because
along?
I literally do all the work, so makes sense. Fucking roasted.
Yeah, that's a true story. I mean, you can't roast me if I'm agreeing. Fucking asshole.
That's
But,
not
I think so.
true. I
anywho.
don't know.
I don't know.
Sound like Billy.
Fucking-
That doesn't make any sense to anybody either. All these
So,
inside
I don't
jokes.
know. Inside jokes. I don't know. I feel like trying something super hard. At the same time, I'm like super don't wanna because I don't wanna super mess up my tag and be super disappointed with myself.
What are you talking about now?
I said I would like to do some harder achievements, but like, I'm
Mm.
nervous to, in case I can't get it. And then it's like,
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, I'm
but
putting, I'm playing games that I don't know how hard they are. Like, Soul Calibur 6, that's the highest Soul Calibur ratio game out there, currently. And, who knows? That might be way harder. I've completed every other, Soul Calibur game out. They get harder and harder. I've been completing them still, but it's like there's some games out there like Resident Evil 2 I'm want, and then the 14,000 or less steps. Who knows how hard that really is?
it's only a
that might
2.3
be-
ratio game now. It's dropping really quick.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It doesn't
So
seem like
yeah,
it's
it might
actually
be
that
easy.
hard.
But it's like there's games that come out that I want to end up getting that I don't know how hard it's gonna be. I
Exactly.
mean, if they're super hard, yeah, I like to try, but
And who knows how you're
just
going to do
never
in your
know.
challenges?
Yeah, like Final Fantasy, I might come back after my self challenge and be like, I couldn't do it, guys. I tried, but I hope not. I hope I can come back with good news.
Or, I mean, perhaps in the Ultimate Chievo.
Oh yes, the Ultimate Chievo. I totally completely forgot about that.
No, you didn't.
Oh man. So yeah. So enough about me ranting. What's my challenge? What's my achievement? Give it to me now.
That's not how this segment works, Chris.
Give it
First,
to me.
I get to talk about my achievement. So,
Oh yeah. I challenged him to the achievement, the P1 versus that word I can't pronounce. Nord. How is it pronounced?
Nordchester Life.
Yeah. So that P1 versus
It's not even
that
hard to pronounce. I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but I assume it's righter than you could say.
Hey, it's closer than I can get. So yeah, I challenged him to that because the ratio was decently. I never really went for it. It looked hard, and so how do you go?
So, the video's not out yet for him, so he has not seen it. Super easy. Basically, and I think you're going to be mad about this when you find out. Okay. So, do you remember a great feature that Forza's games have?
Nope, not at all.
It's rewind. So, this achievement you can totally earn by using rewind as well. And so if you fuck up a turn, you can just rewind and go back. And
So
then
you
just...
cheated, you son of a bitch.
So basically what I did is for my first 2 or 3 runs, I think it took me 3 or 4 it might have been 4 tries. First 3 runs, I did it without really using rewind, just playing the game. And the first run I did fucking terrible. But I had stated in the video that I don't think I stated that I was rusty at it because fucking Forza Motorsport, anybody that's played these, Forza Motorsport games and Forza Horizon games, very different controls. Like, it's the same controls, but the cars are drastically different. Forza Horizon's much more arcadey and fun and just meant for everybody to be able to pick up and play. Motorsport's much more designed to give you the realistic feeling of racing that's much more boring. So, and I was starting out with an awful tune that this one dude had made that I had not heard any recommendations on. I was just going off of it based off the stats purely alone, and I did awful. I was in the grass more than I was on the track. Second attempt, I did a little better because I switched tunes. I still wound up not doing that great, and I think third attempt is actually when I got it. And I got the achievement, not too hard. I think I finished at 7 minutes and 12 seconds, so I beat it by 3 seconds. And I did use a lot of rewinds because I did great for like the first half, and then I started fucking things up, and I was like, no, I'm not redoing this. Damn it, press Y. And I rewinded.
Well, so despite that, he had to use a stupid game mechanic to help his ass.
Hey,
The score now stands at 1-1.
Hey, you should have remembered. You've played the damn game. You know that rewind's there. It's not my
I just thought
fault.
the ratio was like a 4-point something, so I thought, this would be a hard, achievement. Because I remember,
See, the van was
I mean, I
harder
didn't really
because the thing about the P1 is that it's actually a fast car, so rewinding is enough to get you there. Whereas the van was hard to tell if you were still making it on time, even if you rewinded it, because the van's slow. So you don't know. It took me like an hour to get that one because even if I rewinded it and did it perfectly, I would still fall above the 10-minute mark. And I mean, don't get me wrong. Apparently, people are still commenting on solutions saying that they're having a hard time with the P1, even though there's rewind. Baffles me, but I mean, literally just keep retrying, and eventually you'll get it perfectly.
right. I mean, I just remember when I did it. I didn't really try for it, so I can't tell you. I just remember when I attempted it for the short time that I did, I had a little bit of issues with it, and I just gave up after like a few attempts. But I didn't do the whole rewind thing because I don't think I looked up a guide, so I didn't really try. I just remember it being a pain, or somewhat of a pain.
And
I was going off of the ratio of a 4.5.
That was also kind of why I was so cocky last week about it and saying like, "Oh, I know I got this achievement," and you were like, "Ah," and it's like, "Oh, it's because I know that the rewind's a feature and that you can use it." So, I already knew
And
going
apparently I
in.
forgot because yeah.
So, easy
But
achievement
I
for
mean,
my
there you
first
go.
week.
We're
But hey, you
1-1.
know what? It's a fun way to start it, and it didn't require me to waste too much of my time this week on it. All
Well, you
right.
know what I'm gonna have to do next week then? Step that freaking challenge up.
Yeah.
Look up a 6.0 ratio achievement for
All
you.
right. That's ridiculous.
Okay, 5.3.
Maybe.
We'll
Any,
see.
anyway,
But before that, yeah, before that, what's mine? Yeah.
So you get to
Go
guess.
ahead, give me my hit.
It's just like we always do.
Uh,
The first one is going to be a guess based off the hints I've given you in the past week, so I'll tell everybody what it
Alright.
is. So, we can't help ourselves from talking about these games. I know we shouldn't. We should just stick to the hints on the episode and not talk about it
Sure, very
beforehand.
bad hints.
But, shut up. But, I didn't even need your hint. I fucking guessed it. Anyway.
Because my hints I gave you were actual legit hints.
Well, this
Your hints
week's-
was like, alright, so it's a 1.7 ratio. What the fuck?
That wasn't in the
Actually,
episode, I cut
1.7
it.
ratios. Oh man.
Oh,
That's what I was like beforehand.
Anyway.
He's like,
This week I gave him some decent tips actually. I don't remember them all, but I did mention one that was super helpful. Actually, two that were pretty helpful. So one, Giant Hunger, a friend of ours, is looking for a co-op partner for this game because he owns the game as well. I told him that much. The other thing that I gave him a hint
but
on.
he doesn't have it on his tag though, so I
He
cannot
doesn't.
find it in his game collection. So yeah, much help that does me. Right?
Well, I don't know if he does actually. I never looked. I just assumed he didn't.
Well, he told me he didn't. I talked to him afterwards. He said he
Oh.
did not start it, and I asked him why. He said because he didn't have a co-op partner. He
Yep.
didn't want to start it yet.
And then the
So-
second thing that I gave him that's actually super useful is that it's relevant. And what relevant means, if
But
you're
my thing is relevant to what though? Like
It's
to
relevant
a popular
now.
Game.
it's now, like right now,
That's
it's
it.
relevant because, well, that's going to be my next hint. I'll give you that hint after you guess, but it's relevant right now.
So those,
And I
those
did
other
say
hints
it's
I
not
was given, too.
specifically because of this game. It's because of a game in the franchise. I did say that as well.
So it's a franchise game. All right. So I've also been talking to Giant though on it, and I did kind of get him to try to hit me towards it because I found out there was an achievement where you got to beat the entire game without dying. He actually gave me the solution on how to do it, like what it said in the solution. But unfortunately, I had no idea how to look it up via solution, so
What?
that did not help me.
That's not an achievement in
Alright,
this
so-
game.
What the fuck?
He threw you off.
This man's smarter than I thought. Because he's like, all right, so there's an achievement for beating the game without dying or something. And then I would start talking about it, and he told me what the solution was for it, where you got to save and quit, or like not save and quit, but you save it after so many attempts, and then you just dashboard. So, damn.
That's not a. Yeah, that's not an.
All right.
I don't. Does he not know what this game is? Maybe he doesn't
Maybe not.
know.
I don't know, because
I talked to him about this. But I talked
he
to him
does
about it
that a
like
lot,
when I
so-
decided the list like 2 weeks ago. So he might have thought it was a different achievement too. Who knows?
He said he was looking forward to playing it. All right,
Well,
so my
he's-
first guess.
Okay, go for it.
All right, so I. It's
Oh,
like franchise game. What?
It's fine again. It was lagging, so I didn't want to. I would have things cut out.
Oh,
You good?
you ready? What? Good. All right. So. All right. So my first guess. I mean, he says it's a franchise. I want to say Crackdown 3 for the game.
Very, very close. It's in the same genre, I'll give you that. And it's perhaps similar.
If your hit is, it's in the same genre, I want to kick your ass so hard right now.
Why do you say that?
That's like so stupid because oh yeah, same genre. You know how
Well-
many games are in that genre?
Let me tell you this. It's in the same
Genre.
franchise.
That's so it's a third-person shooter, open world. There's so many, so same franchise.
Same franchise.
So
That gives you two
That
options.
Crackdown. Wait, so Crackdown 1 or 2? Hmm. Honestly, I don't even. I'll try to guess. I mean, if
Look,
it's only two
boy,
options, I tend to
boy,
think.
just say one, and then I'll give you a hint, and then you can say the other because you have two options and you have two guesses left. Just say
It's
one.
Crackdown or Crackdown.
Yes,
The
it's
regular,
Crackdown.
original Crackdown.
Yes. Okay, so you got the game right. Eventually, so we had a really funny discussion actually where, okay, he really thought he knew what the game was, and all the hints were lining up. Everything was lining up perfectly. He was like, so you said it was like this. I was like, yup, and he said a giant needs a co-op partner, and I was like, yup, and then he's like, based on relevancy, it has to be dot dot dot.
And it even paused for it. I even paused for it. Let it build up. And then I completely blew it out the water. I said Battle Theater. Battle Block Theater. And see, that's if you guys remember, one of my games that he can't choose from is platformers. And well, Battle Block Theater was a platformer, which I didn't pay attention to.
Which made it even worse of a guess.
But the clues were added up. Like that was
How is Battle Block relevant?
certain. Because it's well, I just saw that he had the game, you had the game. It had some super hard achievements. I just was looking and comparing stuff, and I can't remember. It was you or him that was playing Battle Block Theater recently, so that's why I was like,
It's him
okay,
because
I guess
it was
it's
his
relevant.
random game
Okay.
until he re-rolled it.
Okay, so I was thinking that as far as being relevant because he's currently playing it, so it's irrelevant
No.
that I do this.
I meant
because
more like
he's working
relevant to
on
the
it.
world. As Crackdown 3
Right,
is coming
right.
out, I figured that this was the achievement I was going to save. This is, I would say, your most painful achievement. This is the one I was going to save until the very last episode for you. But due to Crackdown 3 coming out in a few, like next week, it's actually, I think it might be this Tuesday or it's this Tuesday or next Tuesday. Either way, it's coming out soon. I figured now would be a good time to put you on this challenge while it's a relevant game. Perhaps it'll draw more views. That's really the only point I'm doing it. So now for your actual achievement. So there's quite a few challenging achievements in this game. And there's quite a few that are painful, to say the least. But the achievement I'm choosing for you is the most painful achievement and one of the most iconic achievements in Xbox Live. It is.
Most iconic.
Yes. I was about to say what it is. Do you want to guess first?
Well, I'm not really good with icons. I guess I can guess.
Do you want... You don't have to. This isn't, like... I'm fine with just telling you what it is.
You know what? Sure, because I don't know really the achievement list to this game. I don't have it up currently with me, so
Yeah, exactly. No, fuck that then. Alright, so it's an iconic for being... This game is iconic for having the worst collectibles in achievement in a game. And your achievement is Orb Hunter for collecting all 300 hidden orbs.
Orb? I don't know if you said horde.
No,
Like,
orb.
Orb.
So
And for you guys who are wondering, that's a 4.19 ratio.
it is. And
So it's high.
hello.
Well, battery completely died without any warning.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay, I was like, what the fuck happened?
Wow, like literally no warning. Mic stopped, couldn't talk, so it wasn't picking up, and then all of a sudden I looked down, my thing just like narrowed, died. Nothing.
Okay, so what were you saying?
What was I saying?
4.19 ratio.
Oh, yeah. So, it's a 4.19 ratio, actually higher than my other challenge, which was Becomes the Master. So, yeah, a little bit more, but it's more time consuming, so we'll see how things go.
It's more painful because the guides are broken. Because this game is old.
What the fuck you mean the guide's broken?
So, there's guides out there for it, but they show like 298. Or they'll show duplicate ones. There's one guide I found that finally worked. But it's also about a 6-hour run to get all the 300 orbs. I almost did say orbs.
So pretty much to beat the game is 6 hours.
Oh, to beat that achievement specifically is 6 hours.
So, question, and this can be done in co as long as I'm the one who get the orbs.
Yes. Yeah, you can do it in co-op. Doesn't matter. how
Well,
you do
because
it.
I'm debating to save time, I might run through the playthrough with Giant and then
That
get
would be
the
the
orbs, so
smart thing to
he'll have
do. I'll
some.
give you a tip. Okay, so first of all, the orbs are per player, so if you collect them in his game, it won't count for him anyway. He'll have to collect them himself. Um,
Okay.
other
So why is it
tip,
smart to do it in co-op then?
there's an achievement for beating the game in co-op, which helps you drastically if you do it in your save, because that takes out all of the gangs in the game, which means that you don't have to deal with them shooting you while you're trying to collect everything. That's
So
that
if I
helps.
beat the game on my save, it takes out all the gangs.
Yeah, and you can reset the gangs later for the other achievements if you still need to. But it helps you out in the long run because then you'll be able to collect all the collectibles without them being in the way.
And I can go back and backtrack collectibles, or do you have to get all in one game playthrough?
Well, well, it's
I'm
once
assuming
you
you can go back, right?
yeah, it's a free roam game. So once you beat them
Oh,
all, then they're
oh,
just out of the world, and then you can just do whatever.
oh, guys, get ready for a orb location guide because
Wow.
apparently
Yeah.
that's what it's pretty much going to be. All orbs location.
Well, I assumed you would cut some of them
That's-
out. You weren't just gonna do like this orb, and just record you collecting every single
Yeah, I'm gonna
orb.
be like orb number 1. Show you the surrounding. Show you where the orbs at. You collect a good 25-minute video of me showing you where all the orbs are.
Might be
Oh,
longer
let's
than that
get
for
it.
300 orbs. It's a lot of orbs.
That'll probably be cut out most of them. It'll probably try to make it as entertaining as possible.
Yeah,
For you
you're more
guys.
likely probably just gonna have moments of you and Giant beating the game and then throw in the orbs somewhere in there.
Yeah.
You're like,
Me cussing Giant out for being a dumb shit.
probably.
I love
It's gonna
Giant.
be entertaining. It's a good game. I really liked it once I actually gave it a real chance. It took me 7 years to finally give it a real chance, but when I did all of it in the month of July.
All within
Oh!
1 month he took. He
One
did.
more bonus to
I gotta
that.
do it in a week. Wait, there's one more bonus?
The game is free on because of Crackdown 3 releasing. They made it free on the marketplace. So if you missed it during
it's
its
free
Games
right
with
now?
Gold, you can grab it right now, so you don't have to pay for a copy.
Alright, guys. You know what to do. Go get that Crackdown for free. Yep, free. I see it right now. It's marked off. It was $15. Now it's free.
And that works out for you too,
So that's
because you
yeah,
might have
definitely
missed
works
it.
out. Well, that's a nice, a little over 2.
It is. It's over a 2 ratio.
Yeah, so that's good for me. I like those 2s. I hate anything below 2, really.
You're gonna
But
love when I give you the 1.3.
I know. That's what I was going to say. You have a 1.3 for me, so I might end up getting Soul Calibur 6 as my next actual main game to help pan that out.
Yep, and that 1.3 will probably be a few weeks in, so it's not gonna be for a little while.
That's good.
I know what I want to challenge you to next, and it was the one that I pushed away to do this one first.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to challenge you next, so I got to start digging.
Well, this has been a very
So it's a mystery
revealing.
to you and me both.
Yep. Oh, I'm excited for what I'm challenging you to. I'm just that's the most exciting part is just watching your. I'm excited to watch your end of things and see how you take on the achievements that I challenge you to. Because I will say of all, there's only 2 achievements I challenged you to. One being the one that's already been recorded, and that's one becomes a master, which I'm gonna earn this month anyway. That I had not earned. I'm challenging you mostly to achievements that I was able to earn.
Right. And I'm challenging you to stuff that I think might be somewhat challenging. That I don't know.
That was clear last week
I
because
don't
you
know,
gave me a very easy achievement.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm gonna do more research this time. Give you something like I'm not gonna give you anything that's super unattainable, unless I don't know anything about it and it just happens to be on your tag, and I'm like, this looks okay. Then that
I mean, you
that
could
might
challenge
happen.
me
But I ain't gonna give you
to
like
that last Trials Fusion achievement.
I'm not gonna give you Rocksmith and like say you know. You get
Well,
to
no
your
rhythm
12
games.
Freaking. That's right. Oh, I'm just giving that as an example. Like you know, I'm not giving you like I don't have another game really that's super stupid because I mean Outlast I can't do that because no horror.
Trigger Heart
Be
Exhalia.
fighting.
There you go.
Trigger, yeah. Oh,
I'm not putting it on my tag, even if you make me. I'll just play it on another tag. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, like that. I mean, I'm not gonna do that. I feel like because Trigger Artixilia has a super hard achievement. I busted my butt trying to get multiple times and could not even get half of the achievements on that list. So I'm not gonna, do that. Give you something super super hard that I know you can't get.
Yeah, because if you do that, I'm just gonna pull out MX Nitro or CM on you, and then it's
Yeah.
especially MX Nitro. It's over for you on that one.
So like, we're trying to do stuff challenging, but is attainable.
Yeah, because I think it's more entertaining if, for the most part, you can generally get the achievement. Obviously, I don't want
Yeah.
it'll be boring if the list if at the end of the season it winds up being fucking 10 to 10
We all
going
failed.
into the or we just completely tie. Like
Which it might happen. Who knows?
it could depends. I mean, my list, the one like I told him, I expect all of these to be on his tag because they're all going to be very completable for him to do. I don't. The only one that I think is going to be hard
my
is our
plan.
finale. I think that's going to be the
Yeah.
hard one.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything on it. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
going to
don't want
say
to either.
who I think might have the advantage on this. Like, we're going to wait until that episode to discuss that any further, really.
But good luck in Crackdown next week. I hope you and
Thank
Giant
you. I'm
have a
actually
great
not,
time.
you're going to lie. I was dreading it because you said 6-hour achievement. But I don't know. Like, part of me actually wants to play Crackdown. It was one of the games I kind of wanted to get when it first came out. But I just never did.
Yeah, I tried
So
to
I'm
make
kinda
it sound
looking
more
forward to it.
dreadful than it really is. It's honestly,
Like,
it didn't
I
even
hate
hate
you guys.
going
You said
for it.
6 hours. I want it to come to wherever you lived. Slash your tires.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
I just had them replaced because they fucking popped.
Exactly. Exactly. Why?
Just
Just
bad
fucking
luck.
pop them. Of like, and you get on like Xbox or something. You'd be like, so guys, weirdest thing happened. My tires popped. I just replaced them like a month or two.
Well, they're
ago.
under
I'm like,
road
that's
hazard
weird.
warranty
What
right now.
happened? So they're under warranty, but it's still a pain to get them replaced.
Yeah, well, it would be more annoying because I'd have to have my dad take me because I wouldn't be able to fucking drive my car.
Dad, I need to get these tires replaced again.
This little bitch named Chris, he's only mad because I.
Nah. You won't even know it was me. Now watch. This will be some weird shit that actually happens now.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's like, Chris, what did you
Like,
do?
fuck, it really wasn't me.
I'm gonna become your stepdad because of this. Had to make it come full circle, just like your mom.
Yeah. So, thanks for the challenge. Looking forward to Crackdown. This is your boy MP Chris signing out.